been asked for tips how to work with the turnout that is less than ideal in terms of ballet training. Now, if we look from the side view and your hip sockets are facing forward and are quite deep, it will be very difficult for you to turn out. Like when your hip sockets facing sideways and are very shallow, very easy. Yes, this way you can run very fast, this way you can do ballet very well. Now, how you work? You pull up your belly, you stretch down your tailbone, you use your piriformis and the internal lateral rotator muscles to turn out without moving your hips. So this will never get you the muscles you need to hold your turnout. If you work at the bar like that, your little toes are not able to touch the floor because you turn out your feet more than your muscles can hold. Then in fact you work the scariest thing, you turn in, because you cannot use the muscles, engage them, so you'll never improve your turnout. Try that. Turn your feet out more than you can and try to turn out from the top of your legs. Then turn the feet more in and then try to turn out from the top of the legs. It may not look as great in your eyes as the version before, but you will be able to hold it in the center on a releve where you cannot grab with your feet onto the floor and on point. Everything will be lost turnout-wise if you don't train the muscles at the top of your leg and around your buttocks. So you work like this, parallel. First position, fifth position. Try to avoid moving and then squeezing the legs. I also am opposed to working more turned out but only a third position because you're losing the opportunity of working your inner thighs, and everything in ballet changes over a fifth position. So you need to learn where your center is, where you have to cross your legs. So you start in parallel, you turn out where you can do it from your muscle strength, and you close to fifth. Now, you still can make nice lines. Look, demi plie can still look okay. It looks much better than demi plie. Yes, you're cringing probably. You can do a tendu. The tendu to the side goes there where you can bring the heel in front of your toes. The more you bring the leg to the side of your hip, the less you can maintain your turnout. You turn the leg in, what happens? You block your hip, you also will tilt the pelvis probably, and the worst is you cannot lift the leg. If you have the leg turned out yet in front of your hip, when you lift the leg, the hip socket is free and the thigh bone can sink into the hip socket from the front view. If the leg is in front of your hip where you can get your best turnout, you can lift the leg. The thigh goes into the hip socket. The more you have it on the side, the more you turn in and it blocks. To the back. Coming back to the idea of hip sockets facing forward. Tendu front will work, tendu side will work, but what do you do when you go to the back? Now, you either have to move the hip, which will be okay in the center work, but at the bar work we want to create a stable pelvis. So you only go as far back as you can without moving the hip. It may not be behind the shoulder or behind the back in the beginning, but hopefully little by little it will improve a bit. Pelvis has priority over the crossing of the leg. The more you cross your legs, the more you compromise your turnout. So there are stages you need to go through, priority stages. Parallel, first, fifth, to the front, to the side, to the back wherever can reach, without destroying the alignment of your pelvis. I hope that helps. If you want to learn more, click through my website and watch the DVDs. Bye bye.